Welcome back to a new video. In this series, we explore the first beings of myth, the strange shapes that appeared when the world was new. Today, we tell the story of Auðhumla, the primeval cow whose milk sustained the first giant and whose tongue uncovered the forefather of the gods. The world before the world. Before the earth had mountains, rivers, or forests, there was only Ginnungagap, the yawning void. To the north lay Niflheim, cold and filled with ice. To the south burned Muspelheim, a land of fire. When the frost met the flames, the ice began to melt. From that melting ice, life was born. The first was Ymir, the primordial giant, and alongside him appeared Auðhumla, the cosmic cow, the nourisher of Ymir. Ymir was vast, but he was helpless. Without food, he would not survive. Auðhumla gave him life. From her udders flowed 4 great rivers of milk, streaming endlessly, and Ymir drank from them. This milk kept him alive, and from his body came the frost giants, the race that would forever challenge the gods. In this way, Auðhumla is not just a bystander. She is the reason Ymir lived long enough to create his offspring. And without her, the giants might never have been. The licking of the ice. But Auðhumla's role was not finished. She fed herself by licking the salty ice blocks in Ginnungagap. Each day she licked, and with each day, something took shape beneath the ice. On the first day, the hair of a man appeared. On the second, his head came free. And on the third day, the rest of his body was revealed. This was Buri, the first god, strong and tall. From him came Bor, and from Bor came Odin, Vili, and Ve, the gods who would go on to slay Ymir and shape the world from his body. The bridge between giants and gods. In this way, Auðhumla stood at the very heart of creation. She fed Ymir, the ancestor of giants. She uncovered Buri, the ancestor of the gods. Without her, neither race would exist. Her role is unique. She does not fight, she does not rule, she does not wield thunder or fire. Instead, she nurtures. She is the quiet force that allows the story of the Norse cosmos to unfold. The meaning of Auðhumla. What does a cow mean in a myth filled with giants and warriors? In Norse culture, cattle were wealth, food, and survival. Auðhumla represents nourishment, sustenance, and stability. She is a reminder that even in a myth of violence and struggle, life cannot exist without care and feeding. Through her, we see the strange balance of the Norse creation story. A giant of chaos, a cow of nourishment, and the ancestor of the gods, all born together in the void. Without Ymir, there would be no world. Without Odin, there would be no order. And without Auðhumla, there would be no Ymir, and no Odin either. The forgotten shaper. After the beginning, Auðhumla disappears from the myths. She is not a warrior or a goddess, and she takes no part in the battles of the gods and giants. But her work is done. She gave milk to the first being. She uncovered the ancestor of the gods. And she made the rest of the story possible. In that way, she is one of the most important beings in Norse mythology. Not for what she destroyed, but for what she sustained. Thank you for watching. If there's another figure from Norse myth you'd like us to cover, let us know in the comments. And remember, not every force that shapes the world wields a weapon. Sometimes it is the quiet hand that feeds. That makes creation possible.